Gautam, good evening. Did you inform everyone, Gautam? Okay. Let him join first, then I'll start. Kishore, good evening, beta. About last class we were talking about one small thing we started with. We talked about first Cartesian product, and after discussing about Cartesian product, how many subsets are possible for a Cartesian product, and then after that we learned that if these many subsets are there, then these many relations are also possible. These many relations are also possible. Some network issue is coming, huh? Just 2 minutes wait, it will be just ending. Alag, good evening. Good evening, Arjun. Come on, what is happening today? Network issues have started coming, huh? Evening. Just 1 minute. Fine. Good night, Ankit. Gautam, is it buffering? Is it still buffering? Good night, Ankit. So now look here. Most important point most important point here is now we are sorry, we are exactly going to start with some important contents. But yesterday last class we were discussing about one going to start relation and inverse of relation. I'm not going to see what definition it is having. With the question itself we are going to understand what could be the inverse of a relation and how. I'm fine, Ankit. Now, what could be the relation? Arjun, is it buffering? I think it is buffering sometimes. Some problem is there. Sunday, na, some network issues are coming here. Huh? Fine. So now look here. We'll go back to our work. Relation A is exactly given as a set. Now A cross A, I'm going to make. A cross A I'm going to make. How many elements will be present in A cross A? Come on, start answering. How many elements will be present in A cross A? How many elements will be present in A cross A? Is it still buffering? Come on, check this one out. Is it still buffering? I don't think it is going to buffer now. It's stable now. How many elements are there? Prince, why it will be 8 here? Why it will be 8? It will be 9 only na. Because first thing understand 3 elements are there. And if 3 elements, yes, absolute. So if 3 elements will be there, then 2 to the power or 3. Understand this part. When we talk about 1 comma 3 will be coming, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2 and 2 comma 3 will be coming, and 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2 and 3 comma 3 will be coming. So these many elements are possible. These many elements are exactly possible. These many elements are exactly possible. Okay, and that if you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then how many subsets possible? Means how many relations possible. See, how many subsets will be possible, that many relations will be possible. This is what we have done in last class. How many subsets possible, that many relations will be possible. Now from here, can you tell me how many subsets possible? How many subsets possible? Just because last class itself we have done, so I really want to brush up that concept what you have studied so that we can go forward with identity relation, universal relation, void relation, what is called as trivial relation. So different type of relation content we are going to discuss. Ankit friend, आप सबका वीडियो प्रॉपर चल रहा है क्या? Ankit, now I think there is no. Now I think Ankit, there is no. There is no network problem. Jabin, good evening. Now look here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 9 is there. So 2 to the power 9. Total number of subsets possible. Total number of subsets possible. Total number of subsets possible. So how many subsets will be possible? Total number of subsets possible will be 2 to the power total number of elements present here. Count 2 to the power 9 will be present here. 2 to the power 9 will be present here. Is it correct? Is it correct? So 512. It will not be 64. Come on. It will not be 64. It will be exactly 2512. That is who has given the answer. Who has given Alak Pandey? That is absolutely correct, beta. Because how many elements will be there? That many to the power. So that will become total number of subsets. The total number of subsets means total number of possible relations. Total number of possible relations. I hope everybody might have understood this point. Now shall we go back to the next content here? Now, what is inverse of a relation? If somebody will be telling you relation and then inverse of a relation, because last class what we have done is we got relation, after that we understood domain of a relation, then we understood range of a relation. So range, domain and codomain. These three we have done. Range, domain and codomain. He is Prashant. Okay, Prashant. I don't know about all these names. You are only saying now, so only I asked. I don't know who is Ankit and all that, but yes, Ankit name I have seen. Ankit is there. That is a physics wala Alak Pandey, so I thought Alak Pandey. Oh, you are Prashant. Prashant, what is this here? Playing with me. Now look here. So now look here. A cross A is coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now relation. What will be the relation here? Relation given to one question I am giving you, x comma y such that x is a prime number and y an odd number. Now tell me which and all will be the relation here. Which and all will be the relation here? Come on, start writing the answer. Which and all will be the relation here? Okay, fine. Let's go back to work. Which and all will be the relation? A cross A is coming as 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2 and 3, 3. So what they are telling that ki first one should be a prime number and the second one should be not a prime number, it should be an odd number. So prime, that odd number can be prime also, that odd number cannot be like, it can be any number, it can be any number. So you just have to check that point and write the answer. You have to just check that point and write the answer. Let's see, Prince, big problem coming, sorry Prince, I am saying Gautam, 1 is not a prime number. So the first part itself, it will create problem for you. 1 is not a prime number, Gautam. Just take that one out. So when you will be writing the relation, it will start with 2 because 2 is a prime number. So 2, 1 will be there. 2, 1 will be there. Next, they are saying first number will be prime number and second number will be odd number. Fine. So now 2, 3, 2, 3 and then 3, 1. So 3 is a prime number and 1 is an odd number. Now 3 is a prime number and 3 is an odd number. So 4 elements possible. Yes, 4 elements. Arjun, what you have written? Ankit has written 2. Okay. Network issue. For me also network issue was there. No problem. Now look here. Once this is done, next important thing is find the inverse of it. Find the inverse of a relation. So if any relation R, okay, any relation R will be written as AB, okay, where A will be related to B. Where A will be what? A will be related to B. I am repeating the content. Any relation R will be there where A will be exactly domain of R and B will be range of R. Then I am just telling the point that if R will be, if any set, from here only I am writing, AB belongs to R, that means, or we can say that A is related to B. AB belongs to R means A is an element of relation R. A is an element of relation R, or we can say like this, A is related to B. A is related to it. It is exactly, the entire game is, yeah, domain is 2, 3, absolutely correct. Now what was the name you have talked? Arjun, range is, domain is 2, 3, range is 1, 3. But right now my strategy is different. I am not going to talk about domain and range of relation R, because I know you will be very easily able to find it. I am going to put a trick for you. So what, not a trick exactly, I am joking. So now look here. So I am just writing a definition. You have to tell me that how much it is applicable. Tell me, rate it. Is this statement absolutely correct? Is this statement absolutely correct? You have to justify the statement and say that it is correct or wrong. So think very nicely, because I know you know how to find domain and range. Now just a slight twist in the content. I have written that R inverse is B comma A when A comma B is relation R. When A comma B is relation R, see the statement very nicely and then justify the statement that how much this statement is exactly correct. How much this point is exactly correct. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't write range and domain. Don't write range and domain. First go with this statement. First go with this statement, because once you will understand this point, now after that all that content you will be automatically do for me. Tell me fast. No. No. Prince is telling yes. Fine. Now look here. This is the point only where we do mistake. Exactly, this statement is a true statement. You know what? This is inverse. This is not a relation. It is inverse of a relation. When you are writing R to the power minus 1, this is not a relation. R is inverse क्यों लिखा? इसलिए क्योंकि inverse is possible. Inverse of a relation is possible. Inverse of a relation is possible. And R to the power minus 1 is inverse of R. R to the power minus 1 is inverse of R. In very simple way, when we don't want to go to definition and all, you just understand, if A comma B is an element which is belonging to R, then 2 comma 1 will be the element, it will be belonging to R inverse. So see here one small thing, that when you are writing here A comma B belongs to R, then inverse of this will be 2 comma 1. Are you understanding? So this is exactly called as inverse of a relation. Inverse of a relation. And one more important point is कि if you will be checking of inverse of a relation, then R will be a subset of A cross B, then R inverse will be subset of B cross A, because whatever Cartesian elements will be coming, it will not be coming from A cross B, it will be coming from B cross A. So you have to keep this in these things in your mind. These are the most important trickiest part where you can make mistake. Yeah, where you can make mistake. Not possible. Is it not possible, beta? Is it not possible? Think very nicely and say R is a subset of A cross B, then its inverse will be a subset of B cross A. Because look here, when A cross B you will be writing now, then A cross B will be, this element will be coming from A cross B. Then if you are reversing the order, then this element will not be present in A cross B. This will be present in B cross A. This will be present in B cross A. Yes, that's what Alak, this was the most important point I wanted to discuss, because here itself you will 100% do mistake, and that's what I have discussed this point. Now look here, one simple example I will give you now. After that things will become clear on its own. You need not to mug up the definition of inverse of R. You will proudly represent inverse of R in your own way. So just trust me one time, check this one out. Write A equal to one element 1 comma 2 and B equal to 3 comma 4. Okay. Now first what we are going to do is we will find A cross B. Just trust me, see this example. See this example very nicely. Now A, it will become 1 3 1 4 2 3 2 4. 2 3 2 4. Now what is the relation given? Relation, they will be saying that okay, 3 relations it has been picking. So any condition they might have given, with that 3 relations we have picked. So these are the 3 relations coming. Now this 3 relations is coming from A cross B. See, 1 comma 4 is coming from A cross B, 2 comma 3 is coming from A cross B, 2 comma 4 is coming from A cross B. Now just check this one out. B cross A we will do. What is inverse? If somebody will say that what is inverse of a number? For relation na, you just have to change the place of domain and range. You just have to replace them. So what happens? You just have to change the location. Now 4 relations, okay? So now look here beta, just यहीं पे अर्जुन मिस्टेक करोगे. दिस प्लेस ओनली यू विल डू मिस्टेक एंड दिस प्लेस ओनली यू हैव टू सेव योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम डूइंग मिस्टेक. नाउ लुक हियर, बी क्रॉस ए इज देयर ना बेटा. नाउ यू जस्ट राइट बी क्रॉस ए. फर्स्ट यू राइट बी क्रॉस ए. व्हाट विल बी बी क्रॉस ए? बी क्रॉस ए विल बिकम 3 comma 1 3 comma 2 4 comma 1 4 comma 2. I gave you a definition. I gave you a definition and that definition says that ki R inverse will be equal to B comma A where such that A comma B will be belonging to R. That means inverse means the order will change. Inverse means order will change. So one simple point is inverse means order will change. Yes, relation is correct. Now look here, inverse means order will change. If 1, 2 belongs to relation, then which one will belongs to inverse of it? Think about it. I told you कि 1 and 2 means this 1, 2 is belonging to relation, then which one will be belonging to inverse of R? Come on. Think. Ankit, that is absolutely correct. But Ankit, just one point I want from all of you. 1 comma 2 is belonging to R beta. Then what will be belonging to R inverse if this is the definition of R inverse? R inverse says that कि the moment you will rotate or you will change the order, it will be not relation, it will be reverse of relation. That's it. You understood the point. You understood the point. That means what you have done? One was domain. That's why I told you that you understood domain. Now I'm going to twist that part. So this is exactly coming from domain and this is exactly coming from range. So 1 is representing domain, 2 is representing range. But the moment you are doing reverse of it, you are finding inverse of relation, that time 2 will become domain, but 2 will become domain of R inverse and 1 will become range of R inverse. Did you understood anything here? Understood? Did you understood? Nobody can make you fool. You can teach them clearly. One example is enough here. You can itself say that ki what is the meaning of inverse of it. So but one thing was very important to discuss because students fall here only. So here one big line I am writing so that you will never have confusion. When R will be a subset of A cross B, then R inverse will be a subset of B cross A. There should be no here and there because right now R is exactly relation is containing 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. Then that means R inverse will contain 4 comma 1, 3 comma 2 and 4 comma 2. That means 4 comma 1 is coming from where? 4 comma 1 is present in A B cross A. 3 comma 2 is present in B cross A. 4 comma 2 is present in B cross A. That means when relation is a subset of A cross B, then inverse of that relation will be a subset of B cross A. Then inverse of subset is B cross A. You understood this point? Understood? Easy? 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 So this point over, once this point is over, we are going to go to the next one. Relation is correct, yes. No, I just took an example bit. I just took a simple example there. I didn't give I didn't give any condition, just roughly I took one example. Okay? Very good, super. So that means now, and one statement again I am writing. Is this statement true statement or false statement? Is this statement a true statement or false statement? because I will teach you not only the topic, because anyone can teach you the content, but you have to exactly save yourself from the biggest mistakes. If any level question paper will be coming, you should be the one who will understand the concept very easily. Okay, this statement Gautam is telling, wow, super. Prince is telling, Gautam is telling, Arjun is telling, yes, absolute. Now only we have seen this point. Now only very well we have seen this point, that ki 1 comma 2 belongs to R. What is 1? Domain is 1. Domain of R is 1. And range of R is 2. Range of R is 2. But the moment I am writing R inverse, so it will become 2 comma 1 will be belonging to R inverse. That is now domain of R inverse is 2. And range of R inverse is 1. So now check this one, which one is fitting which one. So domain of R is 1 and range of R inverse is 1. So that means domain of R will be equal to range of R inverse, and range of R is equal to domain of R inverse. I rest my case. So by this itself we will be able to, you did not get any definition from my side. I just gave you one statement, and that statement was enough to tell you the entire story. That statement was enough to tell you the entire story. Domain of R is equal to range of R inverse 100% 2. That's it. Story over. Now we are going to go to the next point. I am giving you one statement. You just have to find the inverse of it. Okay. You have to identify the inverse of it, because 1 mark question. I know this question is not at all tough for you now, because you have understood the concept. So when R will be given as 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5, 6 comma 7, find R inverse and range of R inverse. And range of R inverse, and range of R inverse, range of R inverse, range of R inverse. Arjun, 2 1 3 2 5 4 7 6, range is 1 and 2. Okay, very good. Absolute. Show the answer. Okay, range is 1 2 4 6. Arjun is telling range is coming as 1 2 4 6. Range is Alak is telling range is 1 3 5 6. So different people are giving different answer. 1 2 4 6 or 1 3 5 6. Let's check that one out first. So here relation is given as this one. So now what will be R inverse? You know that change the order, you will be getting R inverse. So it will, relation will be, the inverse will be 2 1 3 2 5 4 and 7 6. So this is exactly inverse of R. This is what? This is inverse of R. Fine. And now range of R inverse, because they are asking range of R inverse. So range of R inverse, sorry, range of R inverse will be 1 2 4 6. 1 2 4 6. 1 2 4 6 is range of R. 1 2 4 6 is range of R. That's it. 1 2 4 6 is range of R, and that is 100% true. You are absolutely correct. So 1 2 4 6 is range of R. Shall we go to the next important point here is, now we have understood inverse now. So topic by topic we are covering. Relation we covered, relation, inverse of relation we covered. After understanding relation, domain, domain, range, codomain, inverse also discussed. Now we are going to understand the different type of relation. Types of relation. So what are the types of relation? Till now everything is going well. Any doubt is there? till now whatever whatever points we have discussed, is there any doubt there? Is there any doubt there? Is there any doubt there? Means you had problem in understanding, it was difficult, everything clear, crystal clear? If it is clear, then we will go for types of relation. And again, we will not be, okay, thank you Arjun. So we will not be going for definition, because definition will never be there with you. What will be there with you? With different examples and concept. And once that concept generation will be there, na, no one can beat you. You can beat many. No doubt, na, no problem. Very good. Now look here, beta, types of relation. So we will start with first void relation. Void relation, VOID. VOID. This is called as void relation. Void relation means what? In simple way, na, ki when there is no relation, it is called as void relation. Means you are saying that, hey, that is void, it is not true. Means that is void, that is empty. Like that you are saying. So that is exactly called as empty relation. Means a relation where nothing is there, it will be called as empty relation or void relation. So how to understand this void relation? Simple way is there, yes beta, void relation. Examples, crystal clear Arjun. Fine. Now example, what can be the example you are going to give? That always I am connecting relation with A cross B, because I am not giving definition. I think definition mugging those, it's not literature. So shall we go directly and hit the point where it is important? So that is what I am doing right now. So A is coming as, A is a set. A is exactly a set and it is containing 1, 2, 3 elements. Okay. Now B is a set containing 2 and 3. So A cross B, how many possible? Then you will say, auntie, how many times you will tell us to write this thing? 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, written. Okay, now one relation is coming and that relation is telling that, ki, okay, I am the relation and I am A comma B such that A minus B will be coming as 10. See, relation is demanding, huh? So it is exactly telling that this relation is a very demanding relation. It is telling that ki A comma B, this element is there, and when you will subtract this 2, you should get 10. So that means this one is A and this one is B. When I am writing A minus B, it is coming as minus 1. And minus 1 is not equal to 10. Minus 1 is not equal to 10. Then 1 comma 3. So 1 minus 3, because this one can represent A and this one will represent B. So this one will be 1 minus 3 will be minus 2. And how can minus 2 be equal to 10? Then 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 3, minus 1. 3 minus 2, 1. 3 minus 3, 0. Then when we will have time to find A minus B, there is no element in the relation where there is no element in A cross B which can be satisfying the relation. There is no element. There is no element which can be satisfying the relation. No relation means a relation will be there, but it will not contain any element. Are you understanding? So here relation is there and this is the relation. This is the relation. Sometimes what happens, I'm simple example, day-to-day life examples I'm there just giving that now you have a family, you are living in a family. Now suddenly you will say that give me one mobile. Now this is that demand which cannot be met by your family member. Suddenly one day you will say that ki relation is there, means you are related to your family member. Relation is related to family member, but this demand na, it cannot be fulfilled by A cross B. So this specific relation cannot be existing. So the moment you will be saying your father, today I am wanting a mobile, definitely that day will be the best day for you. So that means what? That day it will be 5. Now fill it, 5. Are you understanding? So relation, mathematics is everywhere and this is the living example of mathematics. Ask mobile and get a very nice. Understood? So here A comma B is exactly, this demand is not fulfilled. So this relation is an empty relation. This relation is going to be an empty relation. This is what? Empty or void relation, means where you have demanded something, the element is coming, so there is no such content possible. So when there is no such content possible, it will be exactly called as empty relation. It will be written as 5. I hope you might have understood this one very nicely. Very nicely. Okay, no doubt na? Super. So now we will go for empty relation, you have understood. After understanding empty relation, we will go for universal relation. Now universal relation means relation between friends. This is the best example. Means you don't share anything with your parents, but you share everything with your friends. Huh? So that is called as universal relation. Universal relation means crystal clear. Okay, fine. So now look here, beta. What is universal relation? We are going to take this relation itself. We are going to take this relation itself, and now we are going to take an example. Same here. When you have demanded something to your father, and you said that, Daddy, you know what? This time now I will get 100 out of 100. You will get or not, but the moment this word will come from your mouth now, all the family members will love you like anything. So now this content is exactly A plus B should be less than 7. A plus B should be less than 7. And now let's see A plus B, sum of A plus B, because A and B, 1 and 2 is representing A and B. Come on, tell me, is it a universal relation now? Is it coming as universal relation? Is it coming as universal relation? Because this is a very important point I am discussing. Kabilan, are you there? A cross A is there. I am taking from here only. A cross B only I have taken. And I am just telling one thing, that A is an element. This A is an element of A. So when you are writing A comma B now, here A will be belonging to A and B will be belonging to B. So first element always will be exactly representing A and the second element will be representing B. Means first one and second one. So is it exactly called as a universal relation? Is it exactly called as a universal relation? Yes, example, that son who is bigger than his father, it can be example of empty relation. Yes, that is the best example, Arjun. Means it's not possible that the age of son will be more than age of father. That is an empty relation. Or when you will be saying that the 3 sons are there and their age is less than age of father, then 100% it will be a universal relation. Okay, so when we are picking the relation, we have to exactly pick the most important point. So here when you just check this one out, A plus B less than 7. So when 1 plus 2 you will add, 1 plus 2 is coming 3, 3 is less than 7. So that means now relation is coming as 1 and 1 comma 2 is satisfying the demand. Now second is 1 comma 3. So when you are writing 1 comma 3, let's see 1 comma 3 is satisfying the relation or not. Okay, 1 comma 3 is satisfying the relation or not? 1 comma 3 is 1 plus 3. So 1 plus 3 will become 4. 4 is less than 7. So 100% this is satisfying the relation. Now 2 comma 2, 2 plus 2, 4. 4 is also satisfying the relation. Now 2 comma 3, it is satisfying the relation. 3 comma 2, it is satisfying the relation. 3 comma 3 is this satisfying the relation. Means whatever is present in A cross B, it is coming in relation. That means final overall big point is A cross B is nothing but equal to R, or relation itself is equal to A cross B. So this is exactly called as universal relation. This is exactly called as universal relation. You know what, every time now students are telling one thing to me, you know, auntie, one very important problem is I never understand relation and function. Relation and function is the most unwanted chapter in 12th syllabus. But definitely if you will understand it now, it is the most easiest and scoring chapter. Just till now, whatever you have understood, did you find anything difficult? But stop learning it from definition point of view. It will give you headache and you will go in coma. So never go by definition, go by the rules. Okay? Yes, ma'am, give an example. Yes, we have taken the example now. This example means like whatever conditions are there, all conditions are coming from the family. Means the family itself is coming for you. The family of A cross B itself is coming for you. Everyone can fulfill your demand. Okay, the moment you said that this time score 100, means after that the full family member will give you a chocolate. That is exactly called as universal relation. For understanding means full family member will support you and all will be standing in front of you. But when you will be asking mobile, this situation will be coming. 5 will be coming. This situation will be coming. Coma OMG. I study maths like this only, you know. Now, I hope you might have understood universal relation and void relation. Now, you have to understand one more important point is universal relation is the biggest relation, because after that there will be no relation existing. That was the biggest relation. Then void relation will be the smallest relation. Universal relation is the biggest relation. How can I identify universal relation? Okay, now understand one very simple thing is कि when we talk about universal relation, we have to see the condition beta, कि what condition relation has been given, what condition relation has been given. Then you have to, just like one simple example I am giving you, A belongs to set of all real number. A is a set of real number. A is a set of real number. Just check this one out beta. A is a set of real number. A is a set of real number. Now A cross A will be exactly what? A cross A, when it will be containing infinite number of elements will be coming. Because previous one what I was doing is I was exactly taking some precise numbers, and with that I was making some finite set, and then I was finding that one. But right now I said that A is exactly containing set of real number. Then A cross A, whatever element will be there, it will be containing set of real numbers. Okay, wait, Arjun, universal relation is the biggest relation and empty relation is the smallest relation. Absolutely correct beta. Now Alak, yes, Alak, just understand one more one thing here, Alak. When you are writing A cross A, it will be containing all infinite number of elements. Now, making this set universal, how can it be possible? Then I will keep the content empty. Now understand this. If somebody will say that now relation is coming from, relation A comma B is coming where A belongs to R and B belongs to R. Now I kept an open statement. I kept an open statement. Now it is totally up to you to justify this statement. I kept a very open statement. Now identify it is what type of relation, universal relation or it is a void relation. It's totally up to you to decide. It is totally up to you to decide it is what type of relation, universal relation or void relation. Come on, you can do it. Universal relation or void relation. Decide and say universal relation or void relation. You can do it. It's just a simple touch I have given to the question, and Arjun, you will be like Alak, you will be able to understand the entire part of it. Just small example. Is it what? It is what beta? First decide and say, is it universal relation or it is exactly void relation? Come on, you can do it. Think nicely. You can do it. Universal or void? Universal or void? It is what type of relation? Arjun, example, a real number in this number, so finite, infinite. So, complete your statement, Arjun. Complete your statement. Yes, Arjun, nailed it. So exact point, because here I have just kept everything open, and the content what I have written, it is exactly taking you, dragging you towards universal. So when we are taking any relation where A is belonging to real number, B will be belonging to real number, that means the relation will be containing infinite number of elements, and these infinite number of elements will be coming from infinite number of set. Then it is exactly an example of universal relation. Example of universal relation. Now Alak understood? Prashant, I think. Prashant, na? Prashant, you have understood? Prashant will be getting beatings, you know. Come on, quickly tell. Understood, sir? Then we will trivial relation. It is exactly, sometimes it is called as trivial relation. So empty relations and universal relation is having a name. We call them sometimes trivial relation. Means relation coming from a tribe. Just joking, because why they have given this name I too don't know, but they are exactly called as trivial relations. They are called as trivial relations. So empty relations and void relations, they will be exactly called as trivial relations. I hope you might have understood this point. Come on, quickly tell me. They are exactly called as what? They are exactly called as trivial relation. Now I am going to tell my identity to you. Just don't laugh. Identity means what? What is exactly called as identity relation? How do you leave always positive? Binary means 2. Binary means 2. Just understand like that, Prashant. See, I'm just joking and kidding. Like when you are talking about void means empty, singleton relation means only one element, binary means 2 relations will be coming, 2 elements will be there. Okay. Void relation means trivial relation and universal. So sometimes void and trivial when you will be taking, void and universal when you will be taking, it will be called as trivial relation. It will be called as what? Trivial. So that will be both empty and relation, universal relations are sometimes called as trivial relation. Both empty and universal are called, sometimes it will be called as trivial relation. What it will be called as? Trivial relation coming from a tribe. Just joking. Identity relation A cross A. No, I'm just joking. Fine. Identity relation. Now, beta, you don't know the basic point of identity. See, identity relation itself reveals that, okay, identity should be there. So now A is a set of, A is a non-empty set containing elements. So A is what? A is a non-empty set. A is a non-empty set. Now, if A is a non-empty set, then, and we can write it as ABC. I will tell you no definition required here. I just want you to understand the basic point of it. Basic point. After that, checking. Oh, you are checking my knowledge. Prashant, did I passed in the test or failed? Prashant, did I passed in the test or failed with flying colors? Reflexive relation, I know identity relation will be there, reflexive will be there, symmetric will be there, antisymmetric will be there, transitive will be there, these many types of then equivalence relation will be there. You don't worry, I'm a mental person, I will take you to some other level. Okay. Transitive relation is different. Transitive relation. Oh, my statement is wrong, huh? Come on, tell me fast. Alak, reveal it. Fine. Now, no problem. Get back to work. A is a non-empty set. Non-empty set means a set will be containing some element. Now A is exactly, when it is non-empty set means let's take 3 elements there, and again I am not going to go to the definition. Identity says that me and my reflection. Me and my reflection means me and me only. Very proudy. Identity is very proudy. Identity only sees itself as a reflection. So if somebody will be telling you who is the best person, you will never say others, you will say me, myself. So when you say me, myself, it is identity, because you are revealing your identity. This is the simplest example to remember. Always remember this. Reflexive is different and identity is different. But identity is very restricted to me and myself. So now here identity of A will be me and myself. That means A, B, B and C, C. Only this is identity. Only this is identity. This is repeat. Okay, I'm going to repeat this point. This is exactly called as identity. What is identity of identity relation? So here identity relation means me and myself. Me and myself means the definition of identity will be identity of relation A will be A, A, where A belongs to A. 100% all me and myself. Self, absolutely me and myself. Always have this attitude, me and myself. First, me and myself. So definitely when me and myself will be there, it is totally identity, because you will be revealing your identity, that you are totally concentric to yourself. You are totally concentric to yourself. This I told you to understand this point. So if somebody will be telling you, identify the identity element here. So that means what? Find the identity element of this one. Then you will be saying there is no load in that. I 1 1 will be there. 2 2 will be there. 3 3 will be there, and 4 4 will be there. This is exactly the case of identity. This is exactly the case of identity. Whatever element will be there, whatever, but 1 2 3 things are there which is very poisonous in case of identity. This will go for reflexive, symmetric, everything I'll teach, but you have to understand pick to pick, point to point here. So this is exactly identity relation. Why? Because whatever element is present in A, repeating the point, whatever element present in A, every identity is present here. Like 1 is present, then 1 comma 1, 2 is present there, then 2 comma 2, 3 is present there, then 3 comma 3, 4 is present there, then 4 comma 4. A was having 4 element, and it's all these elements come representing identity of A. These are all relations, but this relation is strictly following me and myself. Okay, now one simple example. Understood? One simple example. I'm just going to now scroll your brain, and I'm going to ask one thing from all of you. A is coming as 1 2 3, now this relation is exactly 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 3. R2 is 1 comma 1, 3 comma 3. R3 is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 1 comma 3. R4 is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4. Identify the identity relation. Among this, identify the identity relation. You have to identify. Yo, I am having another class. Identify back to back. I am having class, so I have to give a Purna Viram here. Okay, I'll try, but only one problem is I'm not getting time. I will give whatever questions are there, you send me the questions, I'll keep on solving the moment I'll be getting time. Okay. I was knowing this thing will only happen. You know, I'm an astrologer also. So I'm knowing that you will do this. R1 is identity relation or not? First start with R1. R1 is identity relation or not? R1 is identity relation or not? Come on. R1 is identity relation or not? R1 is not at all identity. It is not at all identity, because 1 1 2 2 3 3 is there, but with this is there. Identity says that strictly only my family member will be there, and all family member will be proudy, me and myself. Means 1 1 2 2 3 3. If only this is present, identity. If any other condition from the family will be coming, this came, so it is not an identity. And this one is also not identity, because they strictly says that my family member should not be missed. So here, which family member is missing? 2 comma 2 is missing. So it is also not a relation. Identity relation. Now third one, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 is there. Again 1 comma 3 is there. They want strictly their family member. So since 1 comma 3 is there, not a relation, identity relation. It is a relation, but it is not an identity relation. Here 1 comma 1 is there, 2 comma 2 is there, 3 comma 3 is there, but bonus 4 comma 4 is there, and 4 comma 4 does not belongs to A cross A. So again also it is not identity relation. So is there any one identity relation? None of them are identity relation. None of them is not in that's what. None of them are identity relation. I hope you might have enjoyed today's class, might have learned anything. Come on, quickly tell me. Did you learn anything? Option is wrong? No. It is exactly when option will be given like this, none of the option is wrong. The answer is none of them are identity. It's not MCQ, please come out of it. I have given you 4 options to check which one is identity. None of them will be identity. Here 4 comma 4 is there. How can it be identity? Because I was thinking, I thought that if I will give this one, you will say that 4 comma 4, because here jackpot. 4 comma 4, how can it be possible? Not from the family, so not possible. Identity. Here one extra fitting is there, no identity. Here one thing is missing, so no identity. Here extra fitting is there, so no identity. And identity strictly follow its rule. Okay, now unless option is not wrong, answer statement is none of them are identity. If they might have only given this, then it might have been identity. I hope you might have understood the point very nicely. Today's class, how was the class? Did you learn anything today? How was the class? Did you learn anything? That's is 96 78. 78%. Up pita tu. 78%. Feedback is 96 78. Okay, चलो नेक्स्ट क्लास से राजधानी पे बिठाती हूँ तुमको. रुक जाओ. Miss, I got 96 or I got 78. You decide and say me. Fast, fast, fast. I didn't added it. It's outside only. I didn't added it. I didn't added that. Prashant, I didn't added that. No, no. Don't add that one. It's outside only. Oppa, only 78%. Ruk. Fine, fine. So I'm going to keep it till here. I just wanted you to understand this one. This chapter is a typical chapter and we need to understand bit fast. 1000, huh? Yes, Sarvana. I'm just starting your class now, Sarvana. Fine. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to start your class. 2 minutes.